Now, it's nearly 10 years after the death of the comedy pioneer Rik Mayall, who was famous for his roles in The Young Ones, Blackadder and, of course, Bottom, a tribute is being planned in his memory.
And to mark the anniversary of his death this summer, a comedy festival is being set up in his hometown in Worcestershire. And our reporter Ben Sidwell has been finding out what to expect.
Look, I don't need witnesses. Just get off my property! No! Get out!
In the 1980s, Rik Mayall helped transform British comedy. His anarchic style was unlike anything seen before. Now the Worcestershire town where he grew up wants to honour his memory with a brand new comedy festival.
This is the Norbury Theatre. This is our little auditorium.
It was here at his local theatre in Droitwich where Rik got his first taste of performing.
His parents were very, very involved here at the Norbury, and his mum and dad would direct and actually write shows and pantomimes. And the whole family got involved in performing on stage. And apparently, Rik's first role was on here as a little boy, running on stage at the end of Waiting for Godot.
So the story goes, as a small boy, Rik also used to operate the follow spots here at the theatre. Inside here, it's a bit of a tight squeeze. Now, this really couldn't have been very comfy for Rik, but I imagine it's where his love of theatre, and probably performing as well, all began.
My name's Kevin Turvey, and I'm an investigative reporter, which means I investigate...
The area where he grew up obviously influenced Rik.
Most of my work's based in Redditch.
One of his first comedy successes was with a character who lived just up the road from Droitwich.
Because that's where I live, you see.
A number of ideas for a tribute were discussed with Rik's family, including a statue, something at the theatre, or a comedy festival.
The family came back and said, we really like a festival because it keeps comedy alive, it puts a smile on people's faces, and Rik Mayall would have loved that people don't take life too seriously, that they can laugh at life.
And it's an idea people in the town seem to really like.
Brilliant idea. Because I was growing up on, brought up on The Young Ones and Bottom, and that he had a real influence on my youth. So, like, doing something to commemorate him, I think, is about time, because he's just a legend.
About time it was recognised. Lots of young people need to know, and it brings people into the town.
Yeah. You've done loads and loads of work for this, haven't you? And I haven't done anything. Nothing at all. Come on, test me.
This June is 10 years since Rik died. It's hoped the event can be officially launched to mark that anniversary before the comedy festival begins for real in 2025.
Flash by name, Flash by nature.
Ben Sidwell, BBC News.
Where haven't I been?
When you see those clips, there is a lot to celebrate there, isn't there? So much to like.
I just loved Rik Mayall. Just was everything.